Are you a brewhead? I'm a brewhead. Are you a brewhead? I'm a brewhead. Y'all are brewheads? Yeah, we brewheads. So pour a glass of craft beer, we can do this. Yeah.
What's good, y'all? This is C Certified Brewhead, and welcome to another edition of Beer Mail here on BAOS. This evening we have a brand spanking new beer, but just before we get to the beer, a couple quick shout outs. First of all, shout outs to Pretty Pennie for the necklace as always. And this evening, I'm not sure when this video will actually drop. I just want to shout out Kanye West for the epic troll on the Lift Yourself track, hence the Kanye T right here, if y'all can see that. Even though he's been a little crazy lately, to Tiffany and I, he is, for a hot minute. Kanye's been crazy for a hot minute, but, and this is hard for people to understand who weren't into Kanye for the last 15 years. He is our GOAT, our greatest of all time. Personally, he's my favorite MC of all time. People think we're crazy because of that. At me, I'll explain. He's been a triple OG for us since about 2002. So I'll explain that later. So anyway, I want to mention that. But huge shout outs to Guillaume and Derek at Pub Brewskey, who you might remember from episode, I got a feeling it was 68. Might be wrong. But they dropped their first ever can. We actually happened to drink this beer during the podcast with them. And this is their Peanut Buster Peanut Butter Oatmeal Milk Stout, which is super sick. Got some pretty funky can art there. Got some angry squirrels. You know how that do. Basically, it has a peanut extract that kind of gives it a flavor of the peanut butter. I don't necessarily remember exactly what this tastes like, so I was pretty excited. So this just dropped as of today, which is April the 27th or something. I have no idea. 27th. It dropped a couple of days ago, earlier this week, Tuesday. This is a Friday. And I believe they've sold out pretty quickly. They've got, nice. A pretty solid distro throughout Montreal, but look at that. Nice, chocolatey, dark stout. 6.3%. So this was one of the more interesting beers that we had during the podcast. So I guess that's probably why they chose to package this particular one. But I know they had huge deliveries to a whole bunch of major depths around Montreal and beyond. He said, Guillaume said they had people coming from Trois-Rivières, which is an hour and a half away, to come and pick up a whole bunch of cans. So I think that's super impressive on your first ever packaging. So looking at this beer, that is, mate, you are not seeing through that. That is tar. Wicked coffee colored head. Now, the peanut butter is pretty strong on the nose. Now, it's a peanut extract, so it does sort of smell somewhat artificial, but you know that it's definitely peanut. But you can also smell this chocolatey kind of roasty notes through it. So, I don't know what else left is to do, mate, but get it in you. Yeah, this is solid. I remember sort of being a little thrown by the peanut extract. But maybe because it's in the can, I know it's fresh. What is this? Actually canned on the 24th of April, and today's the 27th. So I think it was actually canned the day it was released the day it was canned. So these are 3 days old. The peanut butter vibes kind of blend nicely into the roasty chocolatey. It's kind of like a dark chocolate bitter vibe as well, but it's super crushable. The actual stout creamy body. I don't think there's lactose or anything in this. This may contain peanuts, which is pretty lows on the beard. Doesn't really say anything else about that. I thought there might have been some of that because it's kind of got such a creamy body that it actually feels like it could be lactose in there. But this is really balanced, man. I've never tasted anything like this. I feel like I'd love to see a version of this with some raspberry, like a peanut butter and jelly version or something, which I've had, I believe, a peanut butter jelly porter from Burlington before. But I feel like this one would be super interesting to see how they would go with that, just to introduce a little bit of, tart fruitiness to that sort of bitter, chocolatey, and that kind of peanut vibe on top of that. But this is super solid, man. I think this is fantastic. I'm really proud of them. I think it's really dope that they've, been able to take this next step and move into packaged beer. So, and the fact that it's been so popular, and I've seen a whole bunch of people, even in the last 3 days since it's been out, on Instagram talk about it. So, huge respect to Guillaume and Derek for making this happen. once again, depending on when we drop this video, I'm sure it'll still be around at the depths and stuff. But as far as getting it from the, direct from them, you're gonna need. They might have some still in cans at the actual brew pub in Old Port here in Montreal. But otherwise, you better fetch this bad boy from a whole bunch of places around Montreal. So hit them up. I'll put the link to their website, of course, in the description. So that is it, y'all. If you enjoyed the video, of course, give us a big fat thumbs up. Hit subscribe below. Hit the notification bell around here so you can... Man, my arms look really long. That's crazy. So you know when we're dropping the new. Follow us on social media at BAOS Podcast. And check out the long form audio. Apple Podcasts, Google Play, wherever you get your talkie media from. And if you're on Apple Podcasts specifically, hit review and rate. Give us a 5, mate. If not, don't worry about it. But the 5 will help a ton. And subscribe. That is it, y'all. We'll see you in the next video. And as always, get it in ya.